Today we're going to show you the house where the Duke of Buckingham lived. He was the richest man in England. He owned the house and over 100,000 acres of land. We're going up to Stowe School. This is a carp lake, and this is the ornamental bridge.
Look how lovely.
So all this is man-made. And these two towers are water towers. They pump water up from the ground, pump it up to the house. All of this land belonged to the Duke of Buckingham.
Duke of Buckingham.
Yeah. He was the richest man in Britain.
The richest man in Britain.
He owned it all.
Okay.
And he owned Buckingham Palace in London. That was his London home. And this was his family home. And when he died, he gave this home in here and all the land to trust, to be made into a school. And that's what it is today.
So this is a school now?
Yeah. Big canal that runs along here. See the canal? Runs along.
And you're driving it?
It's now all grass, but it was water once.
Look how green. Lucky the weather today is not really bad. So my husband rang me and asked me if we can go out after his work. So I said yes, why not? To visit one place here in England.
These are follies. There's a folly out there.
Yeah.
It's a building that's called Cleopatra's Needle. And he had it built just as a statue.
Yeah.
And this is his home.
Are we allowed to get closer?
Yeah. This is the Duke of Buckingham's country home that he's now given up to be a school.
So this is a home.
This was his home. And everything you can see, he owned over 100,000 acres of land.
So it means he owns all of this?
He owned, yeah, nearly all of it. Well, he owned all of this. Everything you can see, as far as you can see, was his.
As far as you can see.
Was all his. So you want to see the house?
Yes.
Oh, you can't drive up there, no entry.
So you can park.
Can only
the
walk.
car. Yeah, that's okay.
This is one of the follies built by the Duke of Buckingham. It looks like a Roman column, but it's actually a chapel. And it's still standing in the grounds today. It's enormous. Just goes to show how good the architecture is. It's still standing today. There's Freya. And this is just one building as an outbuilding. The Roman columns are enormous, the statues are fantastic, the carving's great. Beautiful place in Buckingham. You get some idea of how big this building is when you look at the size of the columns compared to Freya. And this is just built for fun. Just because he had the money to do it, he did it. Like I say, he was the richest man in England at one time. This is the home of the Duke of Buckingham that was his home when he was alive. Now it's a school. You can tell, 6 o'clock and the bells are ringing.
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
There's a statue of the Duke of Buckingham just the other side of the rugby pitch. This is the games place now. Rugby pitches for the boys who lay and work and learn here. But this is massive, really huge. and very expensive if you want to come and study here. To study here, You need a lot of money. This is the other side. We've now walked all the way around it to this side. And we're carrying on down to show you even more. This is the front of the house. It has over 100 bedrooms. It's bigger than Buckingham Palace. Not quite as big as Blenheim Palace, but it's a huge property. More land than Blenheim Palace. Well, at the time he had more money than the Duke of Marlborough, which was Winston Churchill's grandfather. So a very, very expensive area and a very, very rich man with a beautiful house. The Roman statues that he loved. He loved Rome. One of the original gateways to Buckingham. His home. So you can see how much money he had. He wanted people to realise how much money, the splendour. Look at the length of the road behind us that will just continue all the way down from the gatehouses. And then you could go right up here, right? So this would be the entrance into Stowe this way, through these gates and go on. Or we're going around that way to the other gate.
Okay. Slow down. We are here in Buckingham.
Buckingham.
See? Old buildings here.
Yep. Not as old as this one here. This is a jail.
What do you mean jail?
It's now a museum, but there's a jail there, right there. That's an original jail.
That's the jail?
From 1526. It was a jail, it's got dungeons.
Yeah.
And they used to have police there, and they, in this market square here, it's changed now, they used to have a gallows as well, they used to hang people.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a really beautiful village.
So there, look. That's the jail.
This one?
Yeah.
This is the jail.
Yeah, it's the old jail, courthouse. You
This
got
is
tried, you got put in jail, you got tried, you got hung. Boom.
Oh, hung.
All done.
Good.
Didn't mess about here. Hello. We're leaving now. Did you enjoy the tour?